I just want to make it clear, I'm not the legal fiction corporate entity defendant.
Okay.
Maybe
All right.
if I give
Sir, you're allowed
objection,
one
that violates
minute.
my due process.
He's
Objection, that
not to
violates my right to a
return.
personal bond.
He's
I have a
not
constitutional right, as you
to
said,
appear
to
at
be
night.
innocent without.
Today we are watching a court video about a man who thinks he is above the law. He believes saying "I don't accept this" will make the law disappear. But that is not true. The judge is about to show him how the real system works.
I'm looking forward to it. All right, this is 241388, the state of Michigan versus Eric Joseph Martin. Sir, can you tell me your name?
Oh, I'm not the Roman Sesticate Trust, if that's what you're wondering.
Okay. Are you going to tell me your name or not, Mr. Martin?
I just want to make it clear, I'm not the legal fiction corporate entity defendant.
Okay. All right. Sir, if you require accommodations to use the court because of disabilities, or if you require a foreign language interpreter to help you fully participate in court proceedings, please let the court know immediately. You are here today on count 1, domestic violence. There's an allegation that on June 8th of 2024 in the city of Taylor at 9074 Clifford, that you did make an assault or an assault and battery upon Crystal Nicole Martin, a resident or former resident of your household, contrary to MCL 750.81 parent 2. This is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail and or $500. A consecutive sentence may be imposed under MCL 750506A if the assault was committed in a place of confinement. Those are the charges against you. You've been brought to court on a misdemeanor charge, and you have the following basic rights: to plead guilty, not guilty, or to stand mute. If you stand mute, a plea of not guilty will be entered, and you may plead no contest with the permission of the court. You have the right to a trial by a jury and to have the assistance of an attorney. You have the right to an attorney appointed at public expense if you are indigent, meaning you cannot afford to pay for an attorney. If the offense requires a minimum jail sentence, this charge does not have a minimum jail sentence. The court determines that it might sentence you to jail, and the appointing authority, which is the court, would decide if you are indigent and appoint counsel if you are eligible. You may have to repay the expense of the appointed attorney, and you may contest your ability to pay the ordered fees if the court attempts to collect any costs for an attorney, and the court must then determine your ability to pay. Mr. Fanto, a court-appointed defense attorney, is present in the courtroom. It's my understanding he attempted to meet with you, and he was advised that you did not want to speak with him. Is that correct?
Because of the unfairness of the laws that would fraudulently assume if I take a lawyer that I would be giving up my right to be one of the sovereign people and be fraudulently assumed to be a legal fiction.
His lawyer tried to help him and told him to behave properly, but he ignored the advice and made things worse. People who act like this in court usually lose. He thinks talking non-stop will confuse the judge, but it won't. The law is clear and does not change.
Mr. Martin, if you have a trial, you have the following rights: to call witnesses to speak for you at trial, and you could get an order signed by the court to require those witnesses to come to court. You have a right to see, hear, and question all witnesses against you at trial. You have a right to be a witness for yourself or to remain silent. And if you chose not to be a witness on your own behalf, the prosecuting official could not comment on your refusal to testify. You also have the right to be presumed innocent unless proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. If you plead guilty or no contest and your plea is accepted, you will not have a trial of any kind, and you will give up the rights that I just listed to you. You also have the right to be released on bond. If you are now on probation or parole and you enter a plea of guilty, or a finding of guilt is made by a judge or a jury, it may result in a violation of your probation or parole. The court can sentence you to jail and fines plus cost. And the court must tell you on the record the name of the offense, the mandatory minimum jail sentence, if any, and the maximum possible penalty for the offense, including jail, fines, and both, which I've already done. Fines, costs, and other financial obligations imposed by the court must be paid at the time of assessment, except when the court allows otherwise for good cause shown. If you are not able to pay due to financial hardship, you can contact the court immediately and request a payment alternative. So those are your constitutional rights going forward, Mr. Martin.
I want to make it clear, I have been illegally arrested here by barred away, okay, because he just went by her lies saying I kicked her. As soon as he walked through my door, I'm the one that called 911 on Crystal Martin, okay?
All right,
And,
sir, you have a constitutional right to remain silent, and anything you say with respect to this case could potentially be used against you in a court of law. So I would advise you at this time to remain silent with respect to the actual facts or allegations listed in the complaint and misdemeanor complaint, which I've read to you. Sir, are you gainfully employed?
I wish to finish before I answer your questions. I will answer your questions. I want to finish exercising my First Amendment right, freedom of speech, and continue.
The judge asked him to be quiet, but he kept talking. Then he blamed his sister for his problems. He thought that would help him, but it only hurt him. He does not want to accept that his own actions caused this.